It's all about problem solving, right? How many courses, consultants, how much focus and emphasis is there on solving problems? I mean, I did an engineering degree, and so it's all about problems, and as a result I realised that I end up looking for the problems because I get excited about solving problems. However, have you noticed that when you're really, really clear on the problem, it's not really that hard to solve? Not to say it won't take a lot of work and a lot of effort, but it's not hard to solve. Whereas some problems, you can go round and round in circles, right? And I'd just like to propose that a lot of the time, I wonder whether the problem is not the problem, it's not solving the problem, it's knowing what the problem is in the first place. And if you think about some of the problems that are maybe the most challenging, they're always the ones that are less tangible. If I asked you to do a mental arithmetic equation or any maths equation, let's say, there's a set answer, there's a set process. And so once you've, either remembered your maths from school or gone and looked in the textbook, solving it would be relatively straightforward if you had the tools. Whereas solving the problems of communication, of how to engage people with our message, how to build a business, are a lot less easy to solve because they're a lot less tangible. We don't really know what the problem is. A lot of the time we will be offering a solution to something that might not even be the problem. And that's the problem. And I feel that was thinking about today about, what's the next video I wanted to do? And going, I've got do I just jump on and just start talking? Or do I get really clear about what's the problem I'm solving with this? Which made me go, the problem is there's not a problem. I can't offer you something of value if I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about. Hence going, let's talk about that. And I think the reason I wanted to talk about this was because it's something I see all the time when I'm talking to people. Is they may come to me with what they think is the problem, and normally it'll be, I don't know how to do this in my marketing, or with asking for the solution or for help in the solution of what they think is the problem, rather than looking this is what I'll often do, is work with them on, but is that at the root of the problem? And sometimes it's a case of working with people to get the solution to what they think is the problem, to then reveal that actually there's a level deeper to it. And this maybe comes back to your why and your vision. It's like to use a Shrek analogy, it's like an onion, right? You got to get through the first layer and work that one out to then get to a layer deeper. And it's a challenging thing to do, really, as well, to hold that space for you guys out there. If you're looking to consider for yourself what the problem is, or working with other people to help them with their problem, is to hold that space of if you don't even know the problem, you as an individual can't find the solution. And how common is it for us to want to have the answer, get the answer right, say, yes, you need to do this, you need to do that, rather than going, look, we both don't know, because you don't even know what the problem is, or I have suspicions that you don't know what the problem is. But let's look together. And I always try to hold the space of, right, I am really listening for what your problem really is. And then once we can get to that, then we can start taking the tangible action that will hopefully take us to the steps of either revealing more about it or the steps to the solution. So I'm going to keep this quite a short one, I think, and just ask you to look, when you're really struggling with something, to come up with a solution or solve something, are you clear what even the problem is? And sometimes it's a case of you have to be in it, try a solution, and find out if that solves anything, or does it solve the thing you want to solve? So I'll keep it simple. I'll leave it there for today. Bye.